some brief little mini tutorials. Assuming that you already have the game loaded. So start from right here. We'll get something. We'll go ahead and play. And I already got some games already started, so what we're going to do is go ahead and create a new game for the tutorial. And we're going to go ahead and pick a region. You got several different regions you can pick from here, and we're going to go ahead to Early Beyond Woods. And we're going to go ahead and pick that one. And we're going to go ahead and name the region. And we're going to go ahead and name the region Happy View. This is just what the region is called. This is basically a tutorial, so I'm going to go ahead and do a sandbox mode just to give you a brief introduction of how it goes. So keep it going. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pick a region. This spot right here, which tells us what is in this land. It has a lot of coal, a lot of ore, doesn't have any oil, it has a lot of water, which is good, and it has a little bit of wind. So we're going to go ahead and claim that one. And we're going to go ahead and play. And we're going to go ahead and get the first little thing that's going on with starting your city, and this will be like a little brief tutorial again on exactly how people who just started the game. And I've been playing this for a little while, for probably about 2 or 3 weeks now maybe, and I've created a lot of cities and ran into a lot of problems which I'm trying to work out. Which we're gonna go. Okay, so here's our little land area we picked out. And the first thing I always do before I begin to build anything is I check on all the resources and where they are. This is important because how you lay your city out will definitely determine on how we'll be able to grow. So what we do is you see my mouse icon here, all these different type of icons and things that you're going to need in order to support your city. So what the first thing I do is go over here to the left side and find out where all the resources are underground. There's the ore, that's the coal, and there's the ore right there, and there's no oil, and oh, never mind. And we look for the water. Okay, there's the water underground, and it will be important to note, it is important for you to know where you built your city, because your water source is going to be very important later on in the game. I'll come to that later. Okay, so we know where the water is at, and we know where the resources are at. And the next thing that I always check, first 2 things I always check, is water and the wind. Because the wind is very important, because you want to know where the wind blows, because you don't want your city getting sick, because if you build your factories in front of the wind that blows over your city, a lot of your people are going to get sick, and you're going to have health problems, and it's going to be a real headache later on in the game. So we know where the wind is, and we're going to go ahead and build our first street. And we know where the water is, so we'll go to this icon right here, and this is your streets, which is the icon lit up in red. When it's lit in red, it's basically telling you that you need to pay attention to what's going on, because this is something that is requiring you to need. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and build kind of a large street. This is just a little something that I want to try to do. It's worked for me several times before, so go ahead and try it again. But what I do is draw 2 streets, and let's see, and I probably draw a medium here for my alright. I actually didn't want to do that, and I'll do that later. Whoops. It's really sucky. To fix that problem real quick. Okay. And put you right there. Okay, I'll explain that later. But right now we're just going to go ahead and go with that. Alright, now next thing we need to do is, you see this thing, okay, the icon went from red to blue. Now this one's lighting up yellow. This is your residence. This is your people. And what you do is you take it and draw exactly where. Now the blue stands for commercial. That's like McDonald's, Burger King, places to eat, places to shop. You know, your residents got to be happy. Things to shop. Okay, and it's more residential. And what we're going to do here is we're going to lay some commercial, which you hold down Control and hit the left mouse click. This is your industry. This is where your people are going to go to work at. Now, the reason why I like this little highway layout is because I got my commercial over here, and I got all my people right here. And when they want to go shop and go get something to eat, they can go up this highway. And then when they get done, they can go back home. And then when they go to work, they can go here and go to work. And then when they get off work, they can go back here and go back home. It's kind of easy, and it creates a less traffic jam, especially. So, okay, now we got our residents and everything going. As you can see, they're starting to build. Zoom down here. Starting to build. Building some commercial, starting to lay some foundations. Okay, so now they're getting that laid, what we're going to do is we're going to build. You need power. City cannot run without power, and so we're going to buy a power plant. It's cheap. It's only $8,000. You can get a coal plant if you want to. $17. Oil plant, $27. And here's solar power and nuclear. But we're going to go ahead and go with the cheapies since we're just starting out. And as you can see, all electrical lines run underneath the street. This is important to remember because when you build your streets, it is important to realize and understand that everything is connected through your streets. So that's the power grid. As soon as somebody goes to work, it's closed right now because nobody's went to work yet, but as soon as somebody goes to work, and there we will have it. Okay, now we got to build the water. The city has to have water. Build a water tower right there. Now that allows your city to give water. As you hear, oh, it's starting to pump water already. It's nice. See the little blue water thing? And sewage. We have to have sewage because it's very important that your city be able to flush toilets. Trust me, or else you're going to have health issues. People are going to get sick because they can't flush their waste, and it's going to be bad. Okay, so now have the power. When somebody gets ready to go to work and turn it on, speed time right there a little bit. Yeah, this icon right here speeds up time. Oh, there goes electricity. They're getting electricity now. Oh, look at it. It's all lit up. Okay, they get electricity. And they got water. The water going underneath the street, pumping the water. And there goes the waste station. So now we basically have our city already set up as they build the construction. These are the factories. This is where people are going to work. It goes up in construction. Under construction. Okay. So now we have a power grid. We have a water grid. We have a switch grid. Now, one more vital thing that your city is going to need is garbage. So we have electricity, water, sewage, and this icon right here is garbage. Because you got to get rid of the garbage. So we're going to go ahead and place this over here. No, I'll go ahead and put it over here. Take away something. It's closed right now, of course, because they're going to hire some workers going in there. So what you can do after that is click the name button, and this allows you to beef it up, which I'm going to add a garbage truck to help collect the garbage. And then those guys, garbage time, are going to drive out and pick up the garbage. You move to your icon over here, in the right, I don't know if you can see over here in the right hand corner, and click that garbage can. And there's no garbage right now. The city's just built, but I'm going to show you the garbage.